Alright, so me and my friends came up with this ingenious way to keep track of the time is with the gilded buff timer that I just got. And I'm also going to drink a elixir of experience to also gain as much experience for this as possible. And that will also be tracking our time. At the beginning of this, I am at 2 hours and 59 minutes. And that timer only clicks down while you're in quests, which is why we use that timer to track it.
Are you streaming now or no?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. You got Discord where it picks up everybody else's audio, or
Yeah, I
okay. I was gonna say that's how mine is, but I'll keep my headset muted because there's TV in the background so it doesn't interfere.
okay.
This is where
If you guys want me to change servers, I can, but I'd have to do it after this mission because I don't want to, because I am timing myself.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just didn't want to interfere with what you were doing. That's all.
Okay.
together before he gets here. A burst of powerful magic knocks you down. When you find your feet again, you see that the librarian has run off with the Codex of the Infinite Planes. Or has the Codex run off with the librarian?
Walk around here real quick right here. And a really neat thing is you can steal this page before she gets to it. But that's going to add time that I shouldn't be doing in our speed run.
We command the power of the flames. Here's a page out of the
I forgot to summon my...
Summon Faye appear and spring to the attack.
Now the bad thing about this timer is if you can't complete it in 3 hours, it just means that you failed the speed run. Because the oh no, it's 4 hours. 4 hours. Okay.
The librarian snatches the loose codex page the gatekeeper was guarding. Look! One of the pages that was cruelly torn from you! What's that? There are more! Oh, we must find them! The librarian stops in her tracks, completely absorbed by her conversation. Meanwhile, the gatekeeper desperately tries to get your attention.
God damn it.
The librarian finally snaps out of her stupor. Yes, we'll track the pages down! I cannot see them clearly. Show me the way! She runs off, searching for more codex pages.
Kill this little piece of shit first. I hate dealing with the swarms.
well. This time, we'll try the power of chaos. More summoned creatures appear, and to your astonishment, the magically warded librarian makes her escape by crashing through the window.
Are you better? Are you not? What the hell?
Gah! If bringing creatures from other planes doesn't stop you, then we'll send you to other planes instead. The librarian summons some kind of magical field, then runs off. Color drains from the world as you are pulled into the Shadowfell.
So my mouse sensitivity is just too high. I don't know what happened.
You're back? To the abyss with you! Oh, why not? And the plane of water, too! You suddenly find yourself completely submerged.
No, I don't think we get bonus points for getting objectives, but
in the wink of an eye.
getting optionals on the speedrun, so I'm just gonna go in right after I kill these water elementals.
Celine? You know what I want?
What do you want for your birthday? A new jewelry box? I'll get that. What'd you say? Oh. What's the difference between a jewelry jar and a jewelry box?
Because the one is already filled up with a bunch of jewels.
Oh, okay. Thought you're saying you want me to get you like a mason jar for you to put your fucking jewelry in.
Are you for a second?
Yeah. That does look cool.
It comes with a fucking acid jewelry. The one I really want has 150 pieces of jewelry. And it looks so cool. Like there's tons of them. Oh. Like look at that. That's not cool.
Was it a jar decorated with jewelry?
Dumbass. It is a jar filled with a bunch of jewelry. Earrings, necklaces, bracelets, hair pieces, fucking any kind of jewelry that you can think of. Like there's specific ones too, like baltic black jewelry or vintage. Like, you know, girl, what are you doing?
Alarm.
What are you?
Foxpaw urges you to take the codex
I'm
page
not
he was
very
studying.
happy with it. Give me one. Look at this. Girl, stand up real quick. Look at this. Girl, look at that. That necklace. Look the.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude. That's so fucking pretty. That is the one I want. And it's the jar is actually a really big wine glass.
The lecturer says you can take the codex page she was using as a prop. You're not sure where this desolate clifftop might be. Judging from the demon population, though, it's probably some layer of the abyss. To your surprise, Calphin Riek allows you to take the codex page the Aurum had collected. Then I need something bigger. Yes? We'll find your pages in a moment. I just need to get rid of this annoyance first. Now, where do you think those pages are? At first, you think the librarian has been distracted by her deranged conversation with the Codex. But then, a massive nightcrawler bursts out to attack you. You brace yourself for another attack, but none comes. The librarian is now completely engrossed in her dialogue with the evil artifact. No, that's 100 leagues away. Show me the pages near where I am. We haven't much time before he arrives. You place the Codex pages on the device. This immediately draws the librarian's attention. What's that over there? More of your pages! Let me get them for you. The dispelment field flickers to life as you pull the switch, breaking the Codex's hold on the librarian. What am I doing out here? Why isn't the Codex in the library? While this crisis is over, it's clear you'll need to find a permanent way to deal with the Codex.
The timer's stopped. I'm gonna check to see if it's streaming properly. Okay. Cool. All right. Oh, I fucking hate this one.
The Tower of Orion looms ahead, its polished white stone exterior gleaming in the night sky. Your informant, Alfred Roy, waits for you before the stone gate. He silently beckons to you. Alfred says that the inkwell of Orion is locked up somewhere on the top floor of the tower. He advises you to stay out of sight of the guards while you search. Remaining hidden will make it easier to search for the inkwell. Climbing up above the guards will give you a place to hide. By using the checkpoints you will find up in the rafters, you can stay above and out of sight.
Right. Get the combination to that lock. Hmm.
Inside this courtyard, you find a small vent high atop a trellis. Surely it must lead inside the tower. The vent leads to a musty storage room.
Yeah, it looks like they're immune.
You find a room containing a service elevator leading to the upper level. The elevator takes you to a dark chamber full of machinery, likely in the back halls of the upper floor. To one side, you spot a small door through which you can hear the low rumble of voices. But first things first, find a way to avoid confrontation. You open this grate into a cramped vent. You emerge from the vent and find yourself above a large room decorated as an office space. The security construct flashes and a booming alarm rings out. Intruders, deploying reinforcements. You hear muffled voices as more guards teleport into the surrounding rooms.
Damn, this lag is definitely noticeable when I want to turn around.
You rattle the grate to no avail. Judging by the keyhole in its side, you'll need to find a key to get inside. You spy a small vent in the wall above the lounge, marked with a large purple crystal. Your eyes follow the pillars flanking the walls upward and find a small vent fixed into the stone. A murmur of voices rises from further down the hall. A configuration of light beams blocks your path. They hum with magical energy. You find a small silver key atop this dusty cabinet. The metal grate creaks open as you slot the key into its lock. You find a lever contained within walls of magic energy. At its base is a dim purple crystal, matching the crystal marking the vent in the lounge. Two other levers are fixed against the back wall.
Okay, so it's 462. So
Get my pen.
4, 6, 2, 3, 8, 5. 3, 571.
Let me be my operator. I mean, my drifter.
The glowing tiles dim,
All right.
unlocking the red lever. The beam of light from the mirror strikes its target, unlocking the blue lever. The light beams guarding the lever sputter to a stop. The purple crystal on the pedestal lights up, signaling that the vent in the lounge has been opened.
Okay.
I hate that you can't see the fucking.
You crawl through this small vent and find yourself in the back halls of the tower's upper floor.
Yeah. Want me to help you?
The door leads to a room littered with open books and alchemical tools. Evidence of the mage's experiments line the walls. array of floor tiles is
Nope.
set on the stone floor.
That's what I wanted to check.
Inside this room, you see more tools for the mage's experiments. Empty cages stand open along its perimeter.
Leave Cetos.
A pack of skittering cranium rats leaps from the shadows. The result of the mage's experiments, no doubt.
That weapon. All right.
The last of the cranium rats twitches.
There's need for today.
You pull this
Well,
lever
we'll look at
and
Nord
hear a
shit.
door groaning open in the distance.
That one. Do Nord
Another
shit real
elevator
fast.
stands before you at the end of this hallway, leading up to the top floor. The inkwell of Orion must be somewhere up above.
And this part is for if you just did this all by yourself and you want to let your friends through. So I don't know why I did that on a speed run, but whatever.
You exit the elevator to the top floor of the tower. The inkwell of Orion must be close by.
I don't know if I'll be able to do this shit.
Yeah? What are you doing?
This fucking Archon hunt or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah. Dove warned me against that. He said that even when he did his, like, he felt like he was carried the entire time.
Steinax, so I'm gonna do my javelins at least do something. Yeah, I'm holding my own.
Various antiquities and powerful magical artifacts are stored inside this room. Yet the inkwell of Orion does not seem to be here with them. Before you stands a group of hidden hand cultists, searching for the inkwell as well. They spring to attack.
Damn, 501,000. What the fuck is up with the last enemy?
The last cultist slumps at your feet. You open the door to find a mass of scarlet light beams that divide the room into a maze.
catch up to my hombres. That's pretty fair. That's pretty easy.
You see a large ritual circle on the floor and a barrier of light beams. Beyond stands your final goal, the inkwell of Orion. A voice rings out as you step over the threshold and into this chamber. Scanning. Unauthorized personnel detected. Commence final defense. You hear a low rumble as something teleports into the room. The mages have summoned
Where's
a
my
horde of
standing
demons,
at?
and they are out for blood.
This game mode is ascended from the navigation console in your orbiter or by visiting Call's garrison in the Drifter camp. Sorry, a set of 3 missions with the following. No self-guide, no uses. Alright, I gotta do it 3 times.
More enemies
In the hunt,
materialize
you
before your eyes.
need a rank 30 warframe or a warframe that has polarized at least once in your mastery. Rank 30 or higher.
What quest are you doing once that?
Trying to do the Archon hunter.
Oh, okay.
I think we just gotta do it 3 times. That's why I didn't get it. Hydra Alduin, that's a kick-ass name. Hydra Alduin. Now that looks sleek. The black, the fucking neon blue or purple.
The rock and its companions fall to the ground and turn to ash. With the Guardians gone, the final barrier blocking the inkwell sputters out. Your path is clear at last. You carefully tuck the inkwell of Orion into your pack. Now to escape the tower before anyone notices its absence. You emerge from the tower into the fresh night air. Inkwell in hand, you're ready to return to Morgrave University and deal with the Codex once and for all.
That one took me 30 minutes, while the first one only took me 15, so oof, I feel really bad about that one.
You've traveled down to the foundations of Morgrave University's tower to deal with the Codex of the Infinite Planes. You plan to use the Inkwell of Orion to erase the artifact's evil intelligence. You apply the magical ink to the Codex. The massive tome suddenly begins to shudder and shake. Then the book settles into an eerie silence. But before you can congratulate yourself on your success, a chilling laugh fills the room. Vecna has arrived. The Codex. There was always something calling to me in this world. And now it is within my grasp. Thank you, hero, for leading me to it. Its power is exactly what I require for my plan. You've even robbed the Codex of its troublesome sentience, so it can no longer resist or evade me. In return for this service, I offer some advice. Flee this tower immediately. My underlings are conducting a ritual that will bring it crumbling to the ground within minutes. Think of Morgrave's destruction as a message to this arrogant city. Vecna has arrived. The Codex vanishes. The ethereal form of Vecna remains, curious to see how you react. The answer is obvious. Countless
Oh, dude, this
people
is
in
a
the
farm for
University Tower
intact
will die
sentient
if you
cores,
do
dude,
not
I
act.
swear.
You must stop the ritual.
Motherfucker, dude.
Sulphurous stench fills the hall. As a massive demon steps through the portal. The Baylor eyes you skeptically.
People, I have more pressing business above. Minions, deal with this.
The portal blocking your path fades away.
Busy, baby. I'll be out there in a minute.
Another portal flares to life, and a massive bellow echoes through the vaults. The Restro falls, and the portal slams shut. You can now access the lower university stairway.
So,
A voice magically whispers in your ear. There are students unaccounted for in the evacuation. If you find them, please save them. portal materializes, releasing a swarm of dredges. The last dredge topples, and the portal gutters out.
What? Where's...
The Baylor addresses the
What are you
Archmage
guys doing?
conducting the ritual.
Complete the ritual. Have your underlings deal with these fools. I must see to our other uninvited guests.
I'm busy.
The battered Archmage calls out, Master, send me aid so that I may do your bidding.
Yeah. I'm busy right now, bug.
The Archmage falls. You've thwarted the ritual and saved Morgrave. Then a massive crash rocks the tower, followed by a monstrous roar. There is still the Baylor to contend with. To your surprise, the Baylor is locked in combat with a large red dragon. Unable to defeat the dragon, the Baylor teleports away.
You get a fight with
The
one of the
dragon
boss.
looks rather pleased with itself. You suddenly realize it's wearing a familiar green hat. turns out to be the trickster god, the Traveler. He congratulates you on saving Morgrave and invites you to help him defeat Vecna.
That's much better.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
As you walk into the dormitory hallway, you notice 2 students by Aaron's door. They're discussing something in worried tones. Aaron's friends are very concerned. They tell you that Aaron is in their dorm room and ask you to check up to see how they're doing. Aaron is barely able to stay awake. They've been up all night studying for an exam. Now they're afraid of nightmares about failing. You offer to go into their dreams and ease their anxieties. Aaron's dream resembles a classroom, a completely topsy-turvy classroom. Aaron frantically scans the area for an unknown danger. Four figures suddenly appear before you. They glare menacingly, and Aaron cowers in response.
That is actually a pretty fun boss fight. I recommend doing it if you haven't did it yet.
Which one is that?
That fucking mission that gives you 7 grand.
Oh, the codex.
You, I got a sculpture too. I'm gonna fucking put that bitch in my fucking ship. Oh, you get an Azure Archon shard from that shit. That has to be special.
Oh wait a minute. I know what you mean by 7 grand. 7 grand points, not credits. Duh.
Yeah. Come on, bitch. I did get it too.
You step through the portal. You find yourself in a second topsy-turvy classroom with a second errand in a difficult situation.
She still got the same shit in there as the other day, doesn't she? Oh no, she got different shit. Plasma sword.
The nightmares subside once more, but you get an ominous feeling that something big is coming. Now would be a good time to rest and prepare.
Who
Huge
is
gnome
Bob
appears
Band?
before you, looking down at you with
Door
disappointment.
friend Bob Band.
Well. Look at that, Aaron. You failed your exam, just as I expected. The figure chuckles. Why don't you just give me all
Oh,
your
it's that
knowledge?
guy?
It's not like
Yeah,
you're
I'm
using
good on
it
him. I
anyway.
can fucking get his shit easy.
The gnome turns into a Nothic.
If I don't already have his shit. Yeah, da.
The Nothic disappears into the dreamscape with a final screech. Aaron should be able to rest easy now. Aaron thanks you profusely for your help and promises to get some sleep before the exam.
Several students still linger here, though classes have been over for hours. Holtz has invited you to a party in the next room. You've arrived at Holtz's party to find an empty room, except for your host. Clearly, Holtz doesn't know how to throw a real party. He asks you to speak with Ariana to pick up some tips. A magic mouth calls out, "Intruder, activate security system." Some of the decorative weapons that line the walls animate and attack. Ariana is an expert party planner. She tells you to find 3 items that will make Holtz's party amazing. The Globe of Light, Arcanist's Delight in the kitchen, and a magic lute. You can tell by the smell of baked goods that this is the kitchen. You spot the Arcanist's Delight, but before you can
Where
reach
did
it,
I put
a
this
nearby tray of
motherfucker at?
pies animates and attacks.
Right here.
The last pie falls to the ground with a soft squish. The smell of the freshly baked Arcanist's Delight makes your
Where
mouth
is
water.
a good place to put
This
you?
cake will definitely make better party food than Holtz's paltry plate of vegetables.
Right there.
Students are working with iron defenders in this classroom. When you enter the room, they look up with a shocked expression and send the iron defenders after you. As the last iron defender falls to the ground, one of the artificers gasps in recognition. The student apologizes for sending their iron defenders to attack. They thought you were an intruder. They say you can borrow the Globe of Light, as long as you promise to return it. The Globe of Light glitters in your hand as you take it from its pedestal.
I don't like how that thing just
Uh-oh.
sits there and
This must be the Bard's Club Ariana was talking about. Though these aren't just any bards. They're barbarians. Their leader nods at you and says, "There you are. Let the sparring begin." barbarian leader finally yields. He beckons you to speak to him. The barbarians thought you were the guest they were expecting to spar with them in a practice fight. Valencia points you to the magic lute, but warns that only a skilled bard should play it. You wonder if something strange might happen when you pick up the lute, but nothing does. You don't know what's worrying Valencia. This seems to be an ordinary lute.
Oh, god damn it. I have to go back now. I forgot to talk to Ariana.
Now that you've found all 3 party items, Ariana can help Holtz save his party. She says that she'll meet you there, but suggests that more guests and decorations could elevate the party from good to amazing. Before anyone can stop him, Holtz picks up the lute and plays a few notes. A Vrock appears before you.
Oh, only a skilled bard can play that lute without summoning me.
The Vrock falls, and the students at the party clap and cheer. Your monster fight turned out to be the perfect kickoff to Holtz's party.
I'm fucking sitting here customizing the pictures in my fucking orbiter.
You've taken Holtz's party from a failure to a rager. All's well that ends well, so long as he stays away from magic instruments.
Just like, I'm gonna go get some water.
Here.
What is it? Oh, that shit's good. Mm-hmm.
books and papers are scattered everywhere. The scholar wants you to recover his stolen manuscript. Perhaps you could pick up the trail of the thief. This is a page from the missing manuscript. The thief must have dropped it when they fled. Judging from the smell, you found your way into Shan's sewers. Apparently, the thief was a were-rat. Now the question is, where did they come
I wish I had 145 platinum.
Oh, what you want to buy?
If you go into the market, Steinax, Tonat, you skin was the one that makes him look like a fucking Mayan god type looking thing.
Okay.
It's only 17% discount though, so it's not worth it. It does go pretty hard though. Yeah.
To your surprise, the were-rat on the couch nearby doesn't jump up and attack. Instead, the creature gives a deep sigh as you approach. The were-rat gang leader says he sold the manuscript to the Hidden Hand, who are still nearby. He gives you a key that he says will open a door marked with a rune.
Oh, I gotta get off here. I won't ever get off. I said, I gotta get off Warframe or I won't. Oh, alrighty, Charles. I'm gonna head out of here.
All right, see you later.
Later.
It looks like the hidden hand left behind some especially tough guards to keep an eye on the were-rats. You find an odd note addressed to you. It says something about a dog eating your homework. It is signed, You Know Who. This must be the Hidden Hand member who ordered the theft of the missing manuscript. The Hidden Hand contact gave the stolen manuscript to a messenger wearing a green hat. When she realizes the messenger wasn't what they seemed, she rushes off to find them. The courtyard is filled with Morgrave University students holding an impromptu celebration. Every single one of them is wearing a green hat. You find the missing manuscript inside a green-hatted iron defender. It seems the traveler gave you a helping hand. Was this just one of the trickster god's pranks? Or part of some larger plan? Either way, the scholar will be happy to learn his dissertation is safe once more. Calliope says you can retrieve her student loan contract in one of two ways. You can walk in the front door and speak to the loan broker, or you can try to infiltrate through the side door, then look for the contract on your own. You walk in through the front door of the Devil's loan office, ready for anything. You find yourself in a quiet, mostly empty room. You can just barely hear a muffled voice from the floor below say, "For the last time, lock the side door!"
Do I really have to? Nope, just that one. No? Okay. Oh no, I gotta wait for her to open it.
A voice shouts, "Hey, that door is for employees only!" The devils have caught onto your plan and rush to attack. The records room is filled with thousands of drawers, and you have no way of knowing which one holds Calliope's contract. Maybe one of the clerks has a logbook or an index on them. Searching the fallen author, you find a logbook and the master key for the records room. You quickly thumb through the pages of the logbook and learn that Calliope's contract is held in drawer 10,451. You find Calliope's soul contract in among the countless piles of paper in this records room. Now, to bring it back. Maybe you should also take their magical quill while you're here, so the devils can no longer do this to anyone else. angry lone broker stands between you and the exit. As a wry smile curls across her face, you realize you're going to have to defeat her in order to escape with the contract. Have at you, the Aurelius calls, as she begins her attack. You regret this. Penalties apply. Groans the loan broker as she falls. Now you can return the student loan contract to Calliope. Calliope is delighted to have her contract back. The agreement states that whoever holds the contract owns Calliope's soul. So she is now forever free from the devil's schemes.
And she got free college.
even more useful.
You arrive at the entrance to a training camp for the Lord of Blade soldiers. The agreed upon meeting place for your conversation with Doris. Ahead, you see your sometimes ally, Doris, now a war-forged titan. She's attended by some blade-forged and a large iron defender. Clearly, she has risen in the ranks since coming to the Mournlands to follow the Lord of Blades. Doris has arranged an audience with the Lord of Blades for you, but in exchange, she's tasked you with training one of their recently uncovered weapons. The Blade Hound in training stretches and lets out a metallic yip. He's all ready to go. You step out of the dimension door and into the desolate landscape of the Glass Plateau. Shining obsidian glints everywhere you look. Model 8912F fidgets enthusiastically beside you. The Iron Defender is eager to begin its daily training on the plains. A horde of undead creatures stands frozen. It's as if they're locked in a memory.
If I remember correctly, it's 3214. But I'm not sure if I remember correctly or not. So I'm gonna look for the note as well.
A rush of cold air sends a chill down your spine. The wind whistles as it runs past. An army of spectres emerges from beneath the glass that covers their final resting place. The last spectre vanishes into the fog.
Yep, 3124. Okay.
You are bombarded by waves of heat. They billow from the lava pools, dotting this clearing. A cluster of floating stones hovers above a circle of lava.
3, 1, 2, 4.
The last stone glows as it hovers into place, opening a passage to the west. You see a gigantic figure, formed out of molten glass, standing atop an island in the pool of lava. When it notices you, the massive form lunges forward. The golem melts into the lava and disappears. find yourself back at the dimension door where you first arrived. You're ready to return to the Lord of Blades camp with a satisfied Iron Defender in tow. You return the Iron Defender to Doris after a successful day training on the Glass Plateau. Doris grunts in approval. I guess your meaty little brain was good enough for something as simple as this. She opens a portal to the Lord of Blades' current location. I've kept up my end of the bargain, but it's not my fault if he obliterates you for daring to impose. Until we meet again, fleshy. Rumbling chants can be heard issuing from further down this barren canyon. It's likely the Lord of Blades soldiers, training. An army of the Lord of Blades soldiers bows under the scorching sun. The Lord of Blades himself presides over them, standing before a metal throne. The Lord of Blades tells you that a group of fleshlings have broken into an abandoned manufactory nearby. He asks you to stop them from plundering what the Warforged consider one of their birthplaces. The Warforged renegade speaks in his steely, imposing voice.
Those fleshlings have the impudence to walk in our sacred halls. Though that factory has fallen to ruin, whatever is inside belongs to the Warforged alone.
He directs you towards your destination, a corridor to the west. The inside of this manufactory smells of toxic chemicals and the grease from defunct machinery. You immediately spot the intruders, a squad of hidden-hand thieves who have come to uncover the facility's secrets. More hidden-hand cultists wait in this room. This is accompanied by an Iron Defender. They scavenge from the ruins. The Iron Defender collapses in disrepair. No doubt a Lord of Blades soldier will come to retrieve it once all the cultists have been cleared out.
Yellow is yellow X.
You find a locked door. It seems to require a spoken passcode to open.
red is blue diamond. Okay, red is blue, blue is red. I'm pretty sure that's how it is for most of these.
Stationary gears line the walls of this chamber. You see the plaque containing the door's password in the far back, blocked by a magic barrier. The first set of wheels clicks into place. The second set of wheels clicks into place.
61953. 61953. 61953. 53. And then we just go here.
The door grows open. You enter the room, only to find another group of Hidden Hand disciples huddled in the dark. They stand in front of what appears to be long-lost weapons. One of the cultists calls out as you approach. Ha! So, another fool seeks the secrets of this metal tube. Too bad. We've already found its greatest prize. Behold, this manufacturer's hidden weapons. At their command, the machines roar to life. Long-abandoned weapons fall, inert once more. With the threat subdued and the Hidden Hand intruders dealt with, you may return to the Lord of Blades to receive what you are owed. The Lord of Blades raises his fist and declares,
A vow has been made. When the time comes, I will render my aid against this intruder god. Yet your destiny until then lies squarely on your own shoulders.
You have struck a deal with the Lord of Blades. Now to return to Mordor and continue your preparations against Vecna.
I gotta take my meds soon, so I'm gonna tend to other things.
figure in a familiar hat stands next to a nondescript door. He gestures for you to join him. The traveler requests that you speak to Lady Ilmero's assistant, while they speak to Lady Ilmero in private. The assistant tells you that you may join Lady Ilmero in the office. As you enter the office, you see the traveler having a conversation with a shadowy form. This must be Lady Ilmero. She glares at you as you approach. The unexpected sound of shouts comes from the room you were just in. Intruders! To your amazement, Lady Ilmero emits a burst of deadly magic that cuts down the intruders. Her shape changes. How dare they enter here? How dare they make demands of me? Let this be a warning to all who follow this insolent new god. This is no ordinary elf woman. This is the legendary lich, Lady Vol. Take this portal. It will bring you closer to the vessel. Know that it will take belief to bypass its wards and claim it for yourself. You emerge from the portal and find yourself in a narrow maze of alleyways somewhere in the Greywall district. You enter the room to find several members of the Emerald Claw deep in contemplation. They acknowledge your entry, but continue with their vigil. The pavement beneath you cracks, and then gives way. You've stumbled into the sewers, and into someone else's territory. Where rats hiss curses at you for invading their sewers. This gate is securely fastened from the other side, but the nearby walls and floor are riddled with cracks. Maybe you can find a way in and around. Members of the Hidden Hand are trying to make their way past the wards on the nearby door, without success. As you finish your battle with the Hidden Hand, the sound of footsteps can be heard nearby. A figure in a very familiar hat has arrived. The traveler acknowledges your desire to spare the lives of the Emerald Claw within. He begins to cast a spell. The traveler disables the portal. The door opens, revealing a warehouse decorated with large banners. You've arrived at an Emerald Claw base, hidden deep in the heart of the city. A large gate bars access to the heart of the Emerald Claw complex. You've incapacitated, but not slain, the Emerald Claw defenders, keeping your side of the bargain with Lady Vol. The third crystal lights, and the large metal portcullis opens. The vessel is almost within your grasp, but then its guardian springs into action, ready to protect the artifact at any cost. Now that the Guardian has been defeated, you can at last try to take the vessel. As you take hold of the vessel, Lady Vol's voice fills the room.
As you can see, faith in yourself can be a powerful thing. I will help you in what is to come. Though in truth, the power comes from within.
Lady Vol addresses you.
You have obtained the vessel, keeping it out of the hands of foul interloper. I wish you the best of luck in your attempts to thwart the Whispered One.
I don't think I'm gonna beat this speed run. Or get a viable score, because if it takes you over 4 hours, it's not really a speed run now, is it?
Priestess Valeria tells you to undergo the trials of the Dark Six. Return to the center of the Hall of the Traveler once you have succeeded.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna take me 2 more hours. But I've already been at it for 2 hours, so.
As you enter the Hall of the Keeper, a mummy raises its crumbling arm. You realize it wants to speak with you. The mummy says you should deal with the 4 uncontrolled undead within the Chamber of the Keeper as you see fit. The mummy nods in approval after you finish his requested task. You have completed the trial of the Keeper. enter the Chamber of the Fury, and a voice booms out.
Let the grand melee begin!
Cheering combatants leap from the stands and begin brawling. Three final and quite confident competitors take to the arena, bent on battling. The last of the trio falls, and only silence remains. You have completed the trial of the Fury. The sounds of magical incantations, bubbling potions, and whirring machines fill this space. A distracted-looking gnome in the center of the room motions for you to step up and speak. The gnome has left you to decide whether to challenge her directly or to seek aid from her assistants. The gnome nods. Then she barks an order, and the golem next to her rises. The trial of the shadow has begun. With the golem destroyed and the wizard defeated, you have completed the trial of the shadow. A telltale sound echoes from the chamber of the shadow. Traps! The trial has already begun.
But it's blue. Or blue is red, at least. Yellow is X.
The key turns, the lock disappears, and a ladder forms out of glowing green energy. The flayed monk seems to grin as you climb onto his platform. He begins his assault. Kneeling in defeat, the flayed monk nods solemnly at your accomplishment. You have completed the trial of the mockery. Past the wall of water, you spy several Sahuagin and their trained creatures. The trial of the Devourer has begun. The barrier, maintained by the Sahuagin spellcaster, dissipates. The captain chortles as you approach. He gestures for his minions to attack. The pirate captain kneels in defeat, indicating that the trial of the Devourer is complete. You've completed the required trials. A voice booms out throughout the basilica.
Return to the center of the Hall of the Traveler for your final trial.
Standing among the statues in the Hall of the Traveler, you are surprised when they suddenly begin moving. The voice booms out once more.
The final trial begins now.
silence falls over the Hall of the Traveler when the final doppelganger is defeated. You should speak with High Priestess Valeria once more. You have completed the trials of the Dark Six, earning the blessings of those sinister gods in your fight against the intruder Vecna.
You step out of the portal and into a small hidden cavern in Shavarath, the plane of battle. You've come to enlist an unlikely pair of allies, the Archons and their sworn enemies, the Devils. The Archon and Devil commanders agree on one thing. They'll only help you if you help them against their common enemy, the demons. Now to clear out the demon-infested bases they've described. You've arrived at the Archon's fortress, now overrun with demons. Judging from the damage, the Celestials did not give it up easily. charges forward. The nightmare collapses, and a new passage opens up in the wall. The flesh render looks up and sneers. Mortals. Descending mortals now? This should be entertaining. The flesh render falls, babbling about its master's plans to use codex pages to conquer Shavarath. The demons in this keep have been routed after their commander's defeat. Now to deal with the devil's lost fortress. The wreckage of countless battles chokes the entrance to this infernal fortress. Rumbling growls echo down the passage.
Oh, it's this place. God damn it. I thought that was progression.
With a fury that belies their small size, the dretches throw themselves into battle. A blast of freezing air announces the presence of a massive ice flenser. The ice flenser topples to the floor. The Marilith draws her blades across one another dramatically, and slithers forward to attack. The dying Marilith rasps out. You can stop our master's plans. Shevarath will be ours. Both Abyssal commanders refer to a master. Perhaps this portal will lead you to them. You're somewhere in the ruined demon lands of Shavarath. Now to find his so-called master. A massive demon looks down on you with seething disdain.
Are you the mortals disrupting my plans? Do you really think you can stop me from conquering Shevarath? You
strong. Soon, the armies of the Abyss will be at my call. With the Codex pages that Vecna has promised me, countless demons will be at my disposal. Demon cannot comprehend its defeat. No! The pages? If I only had the pages! With the demon's plans thwarted and the fortresses reclaimed, it's time to report your success to the Celestial and Infernal Commanders. With the oaths of both the Devils and the Archons secured, it's time to return to Eberron.
Get 2 more left. And an hour and a half to complete them.
Your allies have already begun their attack on the Hidden Hand headquarters. You should speak with your United Forces contact. The scout says that the United Forces assault on the Hidden Hand's headquarters is already underway. You can take advantage of your allies' attack to carve your way through the enemy base. The Hidden Hand cultists have locked down their fortress to help them battle the invasion. You'll need to find a way to open more doors if you want to make your way further inside. The lever that unlocks the door leading forward is guarded by one of the leaders of the Whispered One's cult, the Hand of Vecna. Your allies are doing a good job of keeping the Hidden Hand busy while you conduct your search. The Hand of Vecna has fallen. You can now reach the lever that opens the way leading deeper into the complex. You spot one of the levers you'll need to access to open the way forward. This lever is guarded. You'll need to defeat the Eye of Vecna to open your path. The Eye of Vecna falls, allowing you to access the lever it guarded. You've reached the heart of the fortress. You spy a cleric up above. It seems to be the cult's leader, conducting some kind of ritual. The Heart of Vecna orders his minions to attack. To your surprise, these include the eye and hand of Vecna, both alive and well. No doubt they've been resurrected by their leader. defeated the resurrected hand and eye. Again. This leaves only the cult's leader, the Heart of Vecna. Unfortunately, the Heart has sealed himself behind a magical barrier. You'll need to find a way to reach him. A secret door slides open in the eastern wall. This must lead to the fortifications above. The Heart of Vecna turns, surprised to see that you've found a way to reach him. The leaders of the Hidden Hand are dead, and the cult in the city has been completely routed. Now to find the information you came for. Where is Vecna? You find the answer in the heart of Vecna's desk. Vecna has traveled to a fortress in the astral plane to conduct a ritual. A ritual that will give him dominion over all of Eberron.
You find yourself in the alien vastness of the astral plane. A strange and ancient fortress looms in the distance. The traveler will meet you there. The traveler explains that this fortress is a trap he built for invading gods. He asks you to sabotage Vecna's ritual by pulling special levers inside. Of course, only those worthy of representing the traveler will be able to pass the trickster god's trials and pull the levers. Clearly, Vecna and his followers have beaten you inside the fortress, and the god of secrets has brought more than just the hidden hand with him. The traveler asks you to choose between the path of struggle or the path of snares. You have chosen a path. The first of the traveler's special levers has been pulled. Now to find the rest of them. The Traveler says that you will need to draw upon the power within you for this trial. A bit of your life power flows into the lever as you pull it. A bit of your life power flows into the lever as you pull it. A bit of your life power flows into the lever as you pull it. A bit of your life power flows into the lever as you pull it. Another of Vecna's lieutenants guards the door to the next chamber. The Traveler tells you that you must be prepared to make a sacrifice in your next trial. The Traveler seems pleased. That dream is a bit, mundane. But I can't deny it's a part of you. Your sacrifice is accepted. The Traveler gives you some unhelpful advice about enduring life's battles. stands before you, conducting a ritual that links the 13 planar eyes to the codex of the infinite planes.
You cannot stop the inevitable. Your world used to be hidden away, but none can hide from the God of Secrets.
I did horrible this speed run, but at least it's my first attempt.
You've pulled all the Traveler's levers. Now to see what effect this had on Vecna's ritual. You can see the results of your actions on behalf of the Traveler. The energy produced by 4 of the planar eyes has changed, altering Vecna's ritual at a fundamental level. Vecna thought he was creating a net to ensnare Eberron and its planes. But, thanks to the Traveler's trickery and your own deeds, that net has ensnared him instead. The Whispered One struggles unsuccessfully to manifest himself inside the fortress.
What have you done, mortal? How is it that you are able to oppose me? You must be punished for this defiance. If I cannot do it myself, well, my hand has many fingers.
At their master's command, Vecna's followers spring to the attack. Deeply engrossed in his ritual, Vecna ignores your presence.
I don't even think I'm gonna get a level up. This god dang experience penalty from being reincarnating so much is really done a number on it.
Vecna cries out in anger as the last of his followers falls.
How is it possible you have ruined my plan? This is beyond the powers of an insignificant speck. You're clearly not intelligent enough to create such a scheme.
A soaring figure appears, wearing a familiar hat. Oh, you're not in a position to criticize, Lich, given how recklessly you blundered into my trap.
Alright. that was the speed run. My time left at the end of it was 48 minutes and 1 second.